Hello everyone! I hope you're all having a good Wednesday today. I hope you've been having a good week so far. Double check. Yep, I've been away for so long I completely lost track of what day of the week it was. It is Wednesday. But on that note, I hope everyone has been well since the last time that we spoke, essentially. We have Dude, as always good to see you. We have H-Muda Gamer. Chaos. Hopefully good chaos. Because from what I understand, B-sides could be a little funky on this. That's our main aim today, is to do those. As one might be able to surmise from this title screen, I've done a little bit of work in the background. I've done just a little bit of work. I found the Pico 8, apparently. As you can see, I got a few more of the crystal hearts, and I unlocked all the B-sides off screen. Which, you know, I would certainly hope I did a little bit of work while I was away for so long, and I do apologize about that. But now, my understanding is I need to find, like, way more of these crystal hearts. I don't know if it's, like, an automatic reward for clearing the B-sides, but, I guess we'll find out as we go along here. They are auto? Oh, thank goodness. Okay. So, I don't have to, look up, like, where do I find this? We're gonna start at the beginning, which seems like a very good place to start. To me. Oh, well, duh, no. Chapter 7's heart is long. Yeah, that's the one where there's multiple parts, right? Yeah. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah, that was not what I meant to do at all there. Not what I needed to do, I should say. Oh. Okay. Let's try and... I haven't played this part of this level in a bit, so... And I'm feeling like it's a little different than normal anyway, so... Which would make sense, right? Yep. I didn't want to just let go like that, but... Good thing I'm not super worried about, deaths and whatnot, right? So... There we are. Oh yeah, they definitely already have these in effect right now, so... How to go about this? This is... I only get one dash. Because all these surfaces are covered in spikes. Oh dear. Okay, hold on. Oh, yeah. Oh, that was... I let go way too soon on that. There we are. Okay. This is some banger music, by the way. Let's see. Well, if I grab onto that left one, I'm probably going to just immediately get yeeted into the spikes, and that's not good. Well, there's probably a little bit of room to work with there. At any rate, but I'll have to be careful. Yeah, like that. a little bit, except, unfortunately, I'm kind of missing... I'm kind of lacking in energy if I grip for too long. Okay, how to do this? That, not like that. I thought I could at least slip past the first one of those. Nope. Yep. I should have figured. I almost had it the one time and then completely messed it up. Having only one dash is painful for this. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, we made it. That's a different direction than I remember those usually going. I really wish I could take a look with a with some binoculars on this just to make sure I knew where I was going, but okay, so it's just on the other side of that that scaffolding on the right there. Okay. Ow. This was what I wanted on the last one. Well, thankfully there's a dash refill right there. Let's try to get a feel for this, I guess. Oh, gosh. Yep. Owie. Can I actually do this without... No, I probably can't do that without dashing. If I can just land on that small ledge there, I think this will be a lot easier potentially, but I think it's kind of designed to not let me do that. Let me take another look at this real quick. Should I go over? I might want to go over, actually, for the dash refill, like, right there. Well, actually, no, because... Why am I assuming I could maneuver that? I can't. That's the whole point of getting that one dash refill. Okay, that just kills all the momentum if I hit up too hard on that, so maybe don't do that. Okay. I feel like I'm missing something obvious. Hold on. Okay, so there's that ledge. I probably shouldn't be... No, there's no way that... Maybe just jump to that side and then go around? Let's try that. Let's... Ah. There was an attempt. it takes too long, I think. Owie. So how? How on earth? I need to take a look, and I feel like I'm kind of on the right track, but I'm definitely messing something up because I haven't made it. Captain, seems like for once you're early. It's good to see you, regardless of what time you show up. We're here suffering through B-sides already. Trying to figure out, like, how am I how to do this? What even? But also listening to great music, so I guess it's fine. Yeah, am I actually, like, reading way too much into it and I need to, like, jump from the, from that ledge down here instead of being yeeted? I feel like that could be very much be the case as well. Well, and then I yeeted myself anyway. Either that's the wrong way, or... Okay, I don't see how I can do that without some, without some momentum anyway, so, Well, I messed that up. You were doing good before, but you're hesitating a lot. You have to be faster and stop trying to get perfect jumps. Ow. Ah, dang it. So kind of more like that, but still messing up a little bit, obviously. Dang it. Yeah, I just completely flopped on that and entirely. Reset. And I messed up the grab anyway. Ah, dang it. That was definitely closer, I think, but... Nope. I slipped. Man. No! Maybe that time I should have climbed up a little more before I jumped. That was less trying to get perfect jump and more just trying to make sure I could anyway. Grab after the third wall jump. Hold on, let me eyeball this. So that's 1, 2, 3. So grab the right side of the one that's in the center here. Interesting. Okay. Okay, so grab and then jump around to the other side, I'm assuming. And then go to its left. Yeah, that's... I wanted to test it out real quick before, you know. There we are. Yeah, I probably would have gotten to that eventually, but thank you for, the assistance. Oh, right, yeah. That's a moving platform there, Kami. Don't be silly. Okay. Let's see. So I have to go... up and over somehow here, honestly. I'm taking a moment to think before I even attempt this. Like, I can see the vision here, I think. It's still gonna be a challenge. And I already messed it up with the timing. Ow. Again, I messed it up with the timing. Yeah, I completely goofed that up. Or am I overthinking this? Find out next time on Kami Z. Anyway. Let's see here. Where are the bees at? What if the bees were us all along? Also, hello, Flying Baguette. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, that's still messed up. Go to the right part of the block and then wall jump to the right, then go to the mid. I feel like that would probably make a lot more sense to me with the visual representation, unfortunately, but I'm not taking a moment to, like, watch a video or anything right now. I'm just going like, okay, how do, you know? Dang it. Yeah, just plotting this out even if I knew I was gonna die. the right part of the block and then wall jump to the right. Ah, I see. I see. Okay, that's what you're getting at. Okay. Oh, welcome on in, Gaming Paradise. Hope you're doing well. Welcome, welcome. Yeah. Yeah, so don't, probably don't, grip there, even if that's my, reflex, essentially. Yeah, because that's slowing me down just enough. I didn't even wall jump that time. You really like when the whistles overlap in the music? It's pretty good. Dang. Yep. I definitely messed that up. Get back here. Yeah, the diagonal does not work to my favor that time, but I keep doing it anyway. We're gonna be here for a little bit, if you couldn't tell. I think I have the basic directional in my mind, it's just making it work. Looks like this game is about dying. Well, at least when I play it, I'm not very good. This is my first playthrough. So... DR is in down right? It's definitely a big part of the game, yeah. This is definitely a, oh, I almost had it that time. I think. Clearly the game is hard enough to break your sanity. I mean, this is kind of like the, extended area a little bit. Where I'm trying to get to, where I'm trying to get to, like, the extra epilogue content, essentially, so... Dang it. Yeah, there's hesitation, and then there's just me being an old fart with less reaction time than I used to. Oop. Oops. Man. You missed a stream. Streamer 2, how did you like Chapter 8? I enjoyed Chapter 8 a good bit. It was definitely a challenge. So you beat the main game. I've beaten it up to Chapter 7. And this is all in preparation for Chapter 9. Basically. Dang. Oh, so close. I at least landed on the platform that time. I think I need to duck, don't I? Well, that was not ducking, that was gripping. Yeah, like I said, I needed to duck. Quack quack, right? Right, Baguette? So now we just got to get back to that because, as always with us, it seems like one step forward, 3 steps back. Dang it, I didn't have my, my auto reflex again of gripping kind of got in the way there. Is what happened there. Okay, so... Dang it. It was just figuring out my route from there, and I just completely messed it up. But I got the initial loop correct there. So that's an improvement. Well, we take those. Dang it. That's me reacting too soon, a little bit. Because then I get yeeted into the spikes on the wall. Farewell is quite hard, currently trying to beat it deathless, which was kind of referencing to the game-breaking sanity. Oh, I think I have noticed about the falling faster. It's just trying to get to that one section, you know, that one little block. All the way on the right. Ah. I thought I had room. I did not have room. That was just silly. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. Alright, as long as I don't do a silly now. There we are. Okay, we made it through that room finally. Oh, I shouldn't have dashed there. Even still, even still, this feels like it's probably going to be by comparison, a cakewalk for the last room. Case in point. Let's see. Yeah. Had a feeling there. This is just trying to get the right timing for things and not into the spikes. I need to dash again there, clearly. Nope, I dashed in entirely the wrong direction, but we're still good. You like how thoughtful I am about figuring out the round instead of just throwing yourself at the room like you usually do. I've played enough platformers that way, so I know how it is. Everyone selects their torture, trying the Super Meat Boy Platinum, having gotten... Oh no, Super Meat... I love Super Meat Boy, but it's also very painful. Oh gosh. Now this is a thing. Okay. So clearly that, reach that. There's a bunch of wall jumping right in that H-shaped section right there. There is all the wall jumping to get over to that dash refill. Oh my gosh. Okay. I can definitely grab that. Which unfortunately then does that, but... Fortunately or unfortunately, I'm not quite sure, but... Oopsies. You normally try to read the room, can't, try and do whatever shouldn't be done, and after some time watch some video about how to beat the room. And it's always an obvious thing you miss. I know how that is. I know how that is. Okay, so that's probably not quite the way to go about it, but we'll see regardless. Yeah, like I need to save dash somehow here, and it feels that way at any rate. Things were going until they weren't on that. Too many jumps. I should have just slid a little further. Probably. Oh, I needed to save it for here. Gotcha. Okay. Oopsies. Oh, thank goodness. You can see that the sea sun seems to be winter here, but that... Yeah, at this level in the mountain, I'm pretty sure season is always winter. That's besides the point, though, yeah. Thank you for rolling off of my joke there, Fuzzy. I appreciate it. Okay, so what do we got here? We've got a platform that will yeet me to the right, that I need to grab onto, that will yeet me up, to another platform that will yeet me up, but I have to get over there. Where's a set of binoculars when I need one? Oh. Yeah. I needed to fall and then dash right, probably. Or dash left, I should say. Oh, that was not the way that needed to go. Okay, Oh dear. Yeah, that just didn't go right. There we are. Okay. The vision was there, it was just the execution. Okay. Oh, that's gonna be a fun spot over on the right there. Kami, how good are you at reaction times on getting away so you don't get dropped on the spikes? I guess we'll find out. I just wish there was a flat surface about to help me in this area, but I guess we can't always have what we want, you know? Dang it. Okay. Okay, hold on. Juggle myself this way. Man. I'm definitely hanging on to sides of things longer than I should. So I can already tell that much. I should probably be just jumping straight off on that first, thing too. But I also don't have a dash, so that kind of makes it rough. Thinking. Could you deliver this package? All you gotta do is jump over these spikes. Right? I keep thinking about, like, you know, how does delivery work? How do these strawberries end up here? How do these, items end up here in the first place? It's very easy. Well, I mean, as long as I have a helicopter or something, I suppose it might be, but... Now, how am I how am I in the midst of trying this level so many times and I'm just now realizing there's a collapsible step there? That definitely camouflaged in there for me, but I feel silly. But it wouldn't be the first time anybody in this room has heard me say that I'm kind of blind sometimes when it comes to stuff like that. Cough, cough, fuzzy. Cough. Dang it. Know your ABCs and YouTube live chat, indeed. Why did I just do that? Yeah, I need to be on the side of that when it starts rolling back up, and then in theory, I think I'm coming to the correct conclusion. It's just getting there. Dang it. But yeah, I think I've got more or less the right idea with what I was just outlining. It's just getting the execution down. If I'm mistaken, please chime in. I'm very welcome being corrected on that, but because obviously it's a little tricky to manage here. It's entirely possible I've been overthinking it. Oops. I'm not even worried about how many deaths I'm gonna have on this. Because clearly... You're too busy trying to come up with an F joke. But it's not working. Would you say that it's not that your attempts have not been very effective so far? I'll show myself out. Dang it. That joke was a stroke of genius. Dang it. This is probably what's gonna be most of the stream at this point, is just figuring out, well, not figuring it out, but trying to get this to go off without a hitch. Because that corner is a killer, man. Yeah, that was an accidental press there. I might as well have just died, right? Because that wasn't going to be a successful attempt anyway. Oh, so close to what I wanted to do there. Yeah, it's just the execution at this point. I'm probably messing up somewhere, but... heck if I know, right? So... man. And then I got stuck. I think we're getting warmer, or at least I'm getting a little more used to the rest of this loop here. Oh, thank goodness. We made it. Okay, so that's gonna yeet that direction. That's gonna go up. I think I see how this area goes, but, I guess we'll find out. I thought I waited enough time for it to not yeet me that way, but I guess not. Dang it. Okay. A little less hanging there so I can at least do the wall jump, I think. I messed it up anyway. There we are. Whew. Okay, what do we got now? What fresh piece of purgatory is this now? I definitely don't want to be between the platform and the wall there when it goes up on any of these. So that goes without saying. I definitely need that to yeet me upwards. And be very quick about getting through there, clearly. Good lord. Jump off before it throws me, huh? You still have no idea what the intended solution for this room is? Ooh. That was definitely poor timing on my part, but... Yep. Oh boy, that hurt. Okay. Oopsies. I think I see something here. Hold on. Dang, but I need another dash. That's the problem. Where can I save a dash? Also, is there a hidden notch there? Which that also feels like a possibility here, given everything, but nope. Okay. Okay, so how to save a dash. I have to somehow be yeeted enough past these spikes to land on these. Oh, I know how to... I have to activate one of them and not get yeeted across the space there. Land on it. Okay. I think I see it. I think I see it. Okay. I'm just not succeeding at it. smoosh accidentally. Because they have just enough. They have just enough of a ledge there where I can actually recover my dash. I feel proud of myself on that one. Anyway, I don't know if that was the intended solution, but that was a solution. Okay. This is another room where I would very much have appreciated the binoculars, but can't always get everything, so. Okay. That was a room. Anyway. What do now? Okay. This block is gonna throw me to the one on the right. That's gonna throw me up. I should probably dash there. That's gonna throw me to the left. Or no, it's not gonna throw me to the left. There is a platform there. Well, it might still throw me to the left as long as I time things. Ow. Oopsies. Well, played, thank you. Played, thank you, thank you. Sometimes I know what I'm doing. Not all the time, clearly. Oh. I did not time that properly. I knew that was gonna happen, but this is another case of can I have some binoculars, please? So I know how to set myself up for the next part. I wasted a dash anyway, so that made sense. Oh, I need to save a dash. Somehow I need to save a dash there. Uh-oh. Yep. I did not get the yeetage that I wanted there. Yeet! Case in point, again. There we are. Yeah, somehow I have to save a dash. I'm not quite sure how to pull that off yet. Figuring it out. Hey Nettie, how's it going? Oop, I messed that up. Hope you're doing well. Oop. I'm dying. Yeah. Repeatedly in this game. There we are. We made it. Oh boy. The music change is always fun with these. I should have stayed on top of that thing. Almost there. I got that sense, but oh, that was poor timing on my part. Again. Whew. Sever the skyline. I don't want to know how well, they're going to tell me how many times I died, but, you know, I kind of don't want to see the number. You know what I mean? Yeah, that sounds about right. So we got the heart from the B-side. And there's not much else to say other than let's go into Old Site. See what's what in here. What new remix have we gotten now? Hey Cupton, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Starting off with these already, huh? Here, let's go. Took you long. I'm happy to see you, regardless of when you can show up. I'm very happy to see you. Oopsies. Well, I'm definitely dead on that one, so might as well just yeet. GG on beating base game. Thank you! Oop. Here we go again with my inability to do diagonals when I need to. Or at least not in the correct direction, huh? There we are. I'm not sure why this is telling me the dream jump. Okay. Interesting. Alright. Well, that's clearly not how that worked out for me, so... Yeah, gotta do that differently for sure. New mechanic, how scary, right? Tutorial moments. Yeah, and I swear I keep trying to do the thing they're telling me to do, but, you know, maybe I'm just not quite, putting two and two together here. This is the first B-side, you golden. Nice. Because I definitely see the difference between this area and the area beyond, or at least visually speaking. But I keep trying to do what they're telling me to do, and like, I'm not sure. Claire Cook, thank you, Captain. I appreciate that. Yeah. I see. Yep, and then I immediately yeet myself into a wall. There we are. Okay. But yeah, it was just that moment of going, why are you trying to teach me new thing now? This is not the time to teach me new thing. You know? It doesn't feel like the appropriate time to teach me new thing, at any rate. This trend will continue. Oh joy! Dang it. Huh. Okay, we saved it. I don't know how I managed that one, but, let's go. Ow. Dream jumps are really fun to do once you get the hang of them and you start to basically dream jump out of every dream block. They are fun. I'll give you that. I'll give them that, I'll say, the developers. It just felt like a very, weird time to introduce that mechanic. Oh, hi, Battling. That was not the way to go about that. Okay. Owie. Yeah, she sure does seem to be back to being evil. That... I kept hitting the wrong button there. That is... kind of annoying as a timing thing there. Are you scared for 7B in Chapter 9? Maybe a little. Or maybe not scared, but in the sense of oh boy, what am I gonna have to go through then, you know? I know from what friends that I speak to off stream have said that all of this is in preparation for that. But I don't know exactly what to expect. I'm trying to take a moment to think about stuff, and battling here is kind of not letting me have a moment to breathe. I know that's kind of the point of her, though. Okay. Now that she hasn't spawned, now I can think. Okay. Because I do definitely see those little side notches on this. It's just... 4B was a special in first playthrough. I can imagine some of these have been a little purgatory-like, shall we say. Time to plan ahead indeed. Oh, well, I messed that up to begin with. I have a plan of attack. It may or may not be a smart one, but we'll find out. Yeah, I didn't delay there long enough. Yeah, she needs to sit a lot lower than that if I'm gonna have her wait there. I keep missing that one jump, which is also not great. I don't know if starting from the left is like the smart idea, but what I'm figuring is kinda... you know, trailing her from the left, then she's not standing in between me and the door over here. In theory, at any rate. I'm probably getting, like, way too, No, actually, that worked out. Okay. Yeah, I should have just dropped down from there. So, the plan works, I just need to execute it better. For some reason, you really suck at the first rooms of the second checkpoint in 1B, 2B, and 8B. Oh dear. I got stuck. That was my fault. I keep doing that, man. You're back after a short intermission. Welcome back. Hope everything's all right. I'm definitely not going to make it around that corner because I paused way too high there. Uh-oh. "8B is super hard in general." I could imagine so. There we are. We're getting out of here. Oh dear. Okay. We're gonna pause for a moment just to figure out. Okay, we need to make our way to the right and then come around to the left. I'm pretty sure. Good luck. Thank you. Thank you. Madeline still has a bone to pick with you, apparently. Dang it, I missed that. Okay. Diagonal's my worst enemy. Yet again. I do them when I don't need to, and I don't do them when I do need to. You didn't give her partial credit for the strawberry cakes, and now she's mad. Okay, you know what? That's fair. That's actually fair. I should have dream jumped out of that probably. Chapter 8 is super fun in general. Apparently some people like it. You sweet summer child. There may or may not be a few. Yeah, I've heard. I've heard from friends yet again. You know, I've heard from friends yet again in this case that not really being well versed in diagonals is not going to end well for me. So, you know, it's not a sweet summer child situation, it's just going, oh dear. Now, how on earth? The mechanics that introduces feel incredibly inconsistent on the first playthrough, Chapter 8. I kind of get it. It was still fun for me. Okay, I think I see how this is meant to be done. It's just a matter of execution, and yeah. There's no battling here. She went for lunch break. Oh my gosh. Love how you despite you play a lot of games and try doing things the hard way in hard mode and stuff, you always miss stuff on the first playthrough. I mean, that's how first playthroughs go, you know, especially if you're trying to do it blind, you know, without foreknowledge of what you're doing and with minimal walkthroughs and all that, which I still say is probably one of the better ways to experience a game for the first time, you know. Also, sorry for just kind of sitting here while I was catching up with chat, but, you know, I do try to chit-chat with people as much as I can, so. Ow. That timing. Oop. Oh no. Okay. Phew. Oh god, hi. That went right into a wall. Chapter 2 was literally a dream. What more do you want? Outer Wilds fan, you don't have to try. You have to try Outer Wilds, dude. Don't see anything. Just go blind. I haven't seen or played Outer Wilds yet. I do know that that fans are pretty ardent for it, which is fair enough. You know, I have a lot of games that I enjoy to that level, so I can't say anything in that regard. That was not good timing. Okay. I have the rough idea, I think, but... Oh, thank goodness. And that's right into a wall, but... Again, the right general idea. The first time was panic. I had a moment to think about it then. Oh, smoosh. I didn't realize it was going that direction for some reason. I'm a silly person sometimes. Anyway. Okay, so I need to... As soon as I grab that, I need to, like, diagonal, I think. Out of there. You like the detail that her hair becomes more white for every consecutive clone? That is neat. I do like that type of, detail. Uh-oh. Yeah, I need to diagonal out of there. Oops, that was wrong. Okay. Oh, thank goodness. I'm out of there. Okay, but how do I... I need to diagonal back. Why am I overthinking this? Probably because I have to do this on the fly while being pursued. Okay. Ow. That is a long train of characters to avoid, indeed. She got stronger during lunch break. Apparently. Oh boy. This is a problem. And that's exactly why that's a problem. Oopsies. I messed that up. You've done 2B with 5 Seekers and it sure was an experience, I bet. Uh-oh. Okay. You're really fond of Seekers, so you decided to beat Celeste, but every room has 5 Seekers. Oh no. You're on 3A at the moment? I see. Oh, crud. Well, that's a problem. Imagine struggling on a hard level. Oh no. Imagine struggling on a hard level with Seekers just in general. I guess. Uh-oh. That definitely didn't go though. Dust bunnies with Seekers is not a good combination. Don't do this to yourself. I was not planning on it. As much as I am enjoying this game. I will take that advice gladly. Right, okay. I got that close and I messed it up because I misjudged things. Oh. This is definitely not going to end well for me. Yep. There we are. Okay, we're through that room. You're probably gonna make it worse when you beat it with 5 Seekers and like adding Oshiro and Oshiro from the right, aka Snowballs, and paddling chasers. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, that just sounds like pain. Okay, so we don't have more battle and chasers. That's good. Unfortunately, I still have the capacity to mess this up for myself. So she's on permanent break now. Yeah, her shift is over. Her shift is over for the day. She's gone home. She's gonna have dinner. You know. Maybe help herself to a slice of strawberry pie, you know, for dessert later on. I keep wanting to, like, diagonal that for reasons, and that's clearly not the way to go about it. What was harder, 7A or 1B? Oh boy, that's a question I'm not sure I have the answer to, honestly. Oop. Yeah, I messed that up. One B definitely had some challenges. I'll say that. There were definitely rooms that felt like there were definitely rooms in 1B where I'm like, okay, what's the challenge here? But I don't want to say necessarily one is better or worse than the others in this regard. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, we made it through that room. Now what? Oh dear. Diagonals. My favorite. I need to back up probably on that one. Or dash down. Dash down seems like the best plan here, actually. You'll take that as both. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, I haven't really been keeping a running tally on, like, what was harder than other things, honestly. I've just been kind of vibing, if that makes sense. You know? That was not how that was supposed to go. Can I do my downright diagonals, please, controller? That would be appreciated, because that's I know that's what I need to do there. Okay, so we're gonna take a second here. Like, I can hit these diagonals. But the timing, though. And, of course, the time that I actually get it, I wasn't expecting to get it, so I couldn't move on. You still struggle with diagonal dashing while you're trying to do a certain mechanic sometimes too. Okay, so at least it's not just me, per se. I do think my controller's playing a role in it because... You know, there are times when... On that specific note, I'm not saying every single issue here is a controller issue. That is definitely not the case. Oh dear. Well, I guess I just have to die anyway, so... You're on keyboard, so it's probably just a you issue. Oh no! I know how that feels, though. Oh, there it goes. Like I said, you know, when I actually land it, then I don't expect to be, so I mess up, you know. Patience is key, indeed. Nope, that's unfortunate. And I shouldn't have done that. We're starting to get a little bit more, consistent, I'll say that. We're starting to get a little more consistent getting the diagonal to work, though. Diagonal dream jump in my 2B, indeed. It's more likely than you think. Oh, thank goodness. And then I'm... then I stuck myself on those spikes there because why wouldn't I, right? And I should have dashed there. It's the only diagonal dream jump you're forced to do in the entire game as well. Okay, well, at least there's that. I will take solace in that it's as rough as this is, I'm probably only gonna have to do it once. You're making fried plantains? I want some! The cassette section of 2B is like getting over it, so prepare yourself. Oh dear. But yeah, fried plantains sound fantastic. I would go for some. There we are. We're through this room. Thank goodness. Ugh. Alrighty, what do we got here? Need to go up through, go down, need to go... Or just go, that's also... I don't think that's gonna be, I don't think that's gonna be the case. I'll probably be stuck there for a bit, but let's see. Up and then down to that. Jump up through that. I really wish I had a pair of binoculars so I knew what to expect past the right side of my screen here, but... So, I knew I wasn't getting it first try anyway, so I'm not a... Yeah, I should probably just have approached that differently anyway, so. Ow. You don't know why they didn't put any binoculars in these long rooms in the earlier B-sides. Yeah, that's That's the thing that I'm fine. If I had a complaint, if I had one complaint, it's like some of these rooms really needed them. Just so, you know, a little bit of a better route can be planned and not just, you know, have to figure out something on the fly. You know, once you get past a certain part of the screen. Oh. But that's all in all a minor complaint. So, you know, I don't want to be like, oh, these are the worst devs about it. No, it's just... You don't use them yourself, but you can see that being an issue to people who do. I like having a rough game plan when I go into a long platforming room a lot of the time. At least when I know there's an option, you know? Opinion on the remix so far? The remix is really, really good. I'm enjoying this a lot. Like, even in the moments where I'm being like a little frustrated by lack of progress, I'm at least hearing like a banger soundtrack, you know, which just makes everything so much better, you know? Okay, so clearly I'm missing something here because I'm going... Black Moonrise is so underrated, a lot of people think it's the worst B-side track. Well, here's the thing, you know, about that, unless people are just straight up saying, like, unless people are saying that it just straight up sucks, you know, something's got to be the worst, just like something's got to be the best, right? So, when you're talking about, like, really, really good music, you know, unless they're saying that it just flat out sucks, you know, like, last place is still not a bad place, if that makes sense? I don't know. I don't know if I'm explaining this well, but... Welcome on in, Music is My Life. Deserved a like just for the pun in the title. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Oh gosh. I caught the ledge there and not in the spot where I wanted to be. I don't even know if I'm doing this the quote-unquote correct way, but ow. Not your style, nor do you think it's unique enough for the original soundtrack. That's fair. That's fair, I think. You're gonna love the music in the Chapter 5 B-side? Ooh. Oh. But yeah, that's like a fair remark about you know, if it's not different enough, you know, can you really call it a remix type of situation, right? So, are you playing controller or keyboard? I'm playing controller, but it's on PC. So, you know, there may be a little bit of a hiccup with that, I don't know, but okay, I feel like I'm potentially messing up. Dang it. Am I? Maybe I should rephrase that. am I on the right track here with what I need to do for this room? More or less. You know, like, I feel like I'm forgetting to do some dream jumps probably, but aside from that. Yes? Okay, cool. It's just a matter of execution then, because I can live with I'm not doing great on execution. Because I can always get better at that, you know? Hey, Austie, how goes it? Hope you're doing well. Ow. If you go in the big dream block and grab the other side, you can see what's coming next. Well, of course I have to get there first, right? So... Ah! Let's see. You're chilling, just woke up from a nap after storms woke you up early prior to nap. Yeah, I heard about the storms. Hopefully everyone's safe. And then I fell. Okay, we're at least going to examine what's coming up beyond this wall. This is our little segue here. Okay, I see a big drop upcoming, it looks like. They weren't as aggressive as it seemed, thankfully. Good, good. I'm glad. Ow. Okay, so the question becomes... I think I see what... I think I'm picking up what you're putting down now. I think I see what you're putting down there. Hey Hawkeye, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Oops. Okay. Unfortunately, don't seem to have timed that properly, but you're having a big heat wave on that side of the puddle. Climate change. Yeah, I've heard. I have quite a few friends on that side. I hope y'all are all right through it all. I should have gone through the other way, but I managed to pull off that one tech. So we're gonna count that as progress regardless. This heat is such an evil heat. Yeah. Oh, I did that wrong. You're doing okay? You're a little salty at YouTube right now. They removed the ability to create clips. Yeah, I've heard about that, and it's rough, man. I'm very thankful for the ones that have been that were made before all of that, but man, I messed that up. Probably in favor of some AI stuff, yeah. I know that Google's done something like that with its search engine, or is planning to, and I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan at all, honestly. Nope. Messed that up. Guess what grabbing to the other side of a dream block is called? I would assume it's based on the dream jump moniker. I'd go with a dream grab, but might just be a grab. I don't know. Dang it. And now I'm just failing at my initial, It's called a dream grab. Let's go. I got it right. It's supposed to come back later this year. Oh, okay. That's good then. I wonder why they took it away in the meantime, though. Ah, dang it. I got it! I can do math sometimes. I could put 2 and 2 together. Oopsies. I slipped too far. That was my fault. Timing. You love Celeste tech like how they copied Tekken? Oh, do tell. Ow. Oh, wave dashing. Gotcha. 2 + 2 equals chair. Wait, you flipped the chair upside down. You flipped the 4 upside down. That is true. If, at least some forms of 4 are a chair upside down. Man, can I just stop, you know? Can I just stop wobbling around quite so much? That would be much appreciated by me. Signed, me. Ah, crap. Ah. You're 707 upside down. It's so funny. LOL. Yep, I got that one right away. God dang it. Okay, you know what? We're not going to take a BRB. I'm just going to have a moment to let my hands have a breather. I'm going to take a sip of my tea, and hopefully my hands will start cooperating again. Which always helps when you have a controller. Bless you, Madeline. Make sure to stay hydrated, especially if you're in the midst of a heat wave. If you're in the northern hemisphere, which I suspect many of us are, you know, we are going into summer. So please do remember to stay hydrated. My reaction time needs improvement. And also that needs improvement, but, you know, we knew that. Ah, man. My timing is just not working out today, it seems like. The final part of this level is a dropper, at least. That's fun. I mean, as long as I get through it without having to go through this again too many times, I think it will be fun. Dang. Ah, I didn't time the jump right there. That was my bad. You'll figure out the final part soon enough. Welcome on in, Sup? Timing, you know you can buffer the inputs, right? I can't say I do know that I can do that, but oh crap. That was pretty close. I almost had that, I just didn't react in time. Bit too complicated this level of gameplay, not recommend doing that. But yeah, this is my first playthrough. So if there's like an advanced tech, I probably don't know it. So owie. This game should come with an arthritis warning. Thankfully I don't have that yet. Otherwise, I'd not be playing very many platformers anymore. Or at least let me rephrase, to my knowledge, I don't have that. Because I'm certainly the age where I could start developing it. There we are. Okay, I thought that was breakable. My mistake. Hey look, it's binoculars. Okay, what do we got here? Pain. Pain is what we got here. It does warn you to take breaks, indeed. Usually my breaks take the form of the times in between streaming when I don't play this game. I'll play something else in the meantime, but yeah. Let's see. You can press the button early in the game or remember it and do it as soon as it's possible, so you don't need to time it. Less of a technique and more just basic mechanics. Well, that's not something I was aware of going into this. So I've been playing basically without consciously being aware of that, if that makes sense. Okay, so I would need diagonal to get that first, but I don't know if it's a smart move to... I think actually it might be the best move to get that one first. I'm not sure. This is the part where having the binoculars helps, because then I can plot out which one to get first. Because I do not want to go like straight through that dream block and get spiked. You know? Okay, we're gonna try out a couple of different pathings here and see if things work out or don't. Which, in that case, it probably didn't. But, you know. Yeah. Okay, first is probably not going to be the best idea for this, because I need to come back, actually, so... Either that or actually do the dream jump. My timing was wrong. Well, that happened, but okay. I guess we're working with a different plot there for a moment. Long dream block go burr, indeed. This is probably not gonna end well, yeah. Okay, Owie. We're gonna be here for a sec, probably. Ow. The last two rooms are of 2B are more puzzle than execution. And I'm trying to figure out, like, what is the best way to approach some of these, you know? That's why they probably put binoculars on these, but not the others. That makes sense. That does make sense. You know, I'm there. I might as well grab it while I'm. Yeah, nope. There's only one way to do this with your current skill set. Oh joy. I love being told that. That's not your fault. That's not your fault, just to be clear. It's not your fault. I'm not upset that you told me that. Just to be clear. There's actually two ways, but the second way is a bit too complicated to figure out. Oop. Messed that up. That didn't go the way I wanted it to, unfortunately. Okay. Oops. That is potentially one way that I'm supposed to do this as well, but I just mistimed the dream jump there. Dang it. You like the glock 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 sounds the dream blocks make. Reconsider this. Well, I'm kinda, I feel like I'm kinda on the right track, but I need to have a dash to get back through the dream block is the thing. Like, and when I say the right track, I mean like I'm figuring it out. But how to do this without without using the, without losing my one dash right there. That I'm gonna need to get back. Food's done, time to eat, enjoy it! Just figuring out the puzzle, and after that it's mostly free, true. Hosty, oh my god. Avoid the spikes, maybe, no kidding! Sending all fried plantain through Temu gonna take like 3 months. I mean, I guess if they get dried enough, they might be fine. I don't know. They might be fine after those 3 months. Ever thought about not dying? How to beat this room? Don't die. Along the same lines as any boss is easy if you don't get hit. But yeah, I feel like the core, quote-unquote, of this puzzle is figuring out how to get to that top left one without using the dash that I need to get back. All solutions for every room is just don't die, except for one room you're going to see very soon. You know what you should do? You should get to the next room, indeed. Captain, are you trying to imply that my funeral is being planned right now? But bump. Dang. Okay. I think maybe I had a rough idea going there. I might have been cooking a little bit there. I might have been I might be on the wrong track, but I might be making cottage pie instead of shepherd's pie, but I think I'm at least cooking in the right direction here. You like the lullaby and the music? It's really good. No, that wasn't how that was supposed to go. You can always give hints if really needed. Yeah, I'm starting to get to the point where I'm maybe feeling the hints a little bit, just because I feel like I'm maybe on the right track, but like I'm missing a piece that feels obvious, and it's kind of bugging me a little bit, you know. Collect the coins. Oh my god, Osty. Oh, thank you, dude. Dude is getting me more tea. Austin, just because you were just also playing this game in a much more limited format, you know. Yeah, the dream grab would probably be the thing to do at some point here, but I'm just not sure exactly where to use that. Puzzling your way out, indeed. And again, I'm looking at this top left going, that's the kicker. That's the thing that, like, I can gather everything else. It's the how do I get back? You know? That's the part where I'm very unsure of myself. And I feel like I'm missing something obvious. You'll get there? Okay. I don't recall the game teaching me about Dream Grab, but others mentioned that it was a thing I could do. That was an accidental dash there, honestly. Yeah, that's the part that I was going like, Then assume it's never the intended solution. Fair enough. They did teach me about jumping out of it. Yes. They taught me about the dream jump. They have not taught, the game has not taught me about the dream grab yet. That, to my knowledge. So. To my recollection, I should say. Celeste YouTuber using Celeste terms, so proud. Well, I do try to learn things as I go along, you know. Thank you, dude, for the tea. I think it is hint time. I think it is hint time. Let me Dream grab is also taught by the bird yelling at you. I do not recall that. You need to keep a dash to use a dream block. Yes. There's no ground to stand on in the entire puzzle section. Yeah. That part I know, which is exactly why I was looking at the top left going, how? Yeah, probably a different route, I would say. Do I start out going up? Because that was the quote-unquote the one that felt like a red herring direction to me, honestly. First direction is up? Okay. Ow. But it was going. I could have sworn I tried that before, but I guess maybe I just didn't get the timing right. And then right into the wall. And I know I keep saying timing, but that's how it is to me, you know? Oopsies. Okay, so that does then. Oh. Okay, it does stop at the block though. That was my other trepidation. Why I kept going for like this side first, because I was like, I don't remember if the spikes stop at the dream block. Oh boy. Okay, we're here. Now what? That's a big dream block. Good lord. You can also do it the way you were doing it, but you gotta do some parkour and then enter and re-enter the dream block to jump out. Yeah, that's kind of what I was like. But where to regain the dream you know, the dash. Big dream block, yeah. Okay. To right. To left. To the right again. To the left again. Up and regain dash and such. And diagonal. Oh boy, this is a mess. Okay, so that's the one key that I need is right over there. Okay. To the right. To the left. To the right. To the left. Get that. Diagonal. Up. Replenish dash. Final room before cassette. That's why the dream block is so big, because all big dreams happen just before you wake up. Thanks for watching. But that's just a theory. A game theory. No, sorry. Okay, so I have to do like a big diagonal like right there. Get up there, then go right. I think I've got this mapped out. It's just executing this. It's a dream block theory, right? Okay. And can my timing be better, please? Yeah, Theo the Theorizer, right? I feel like I can potentially also do diagonals, but that feels a little riskier. Knowing me. Oh boy. Yep, that was definitely not the right level there. By level, I mean the right height. Yep, that was wrong. He had time to think in that crystal. Now he's got theories of the meaning of life. 42. Indeed. The meaning of the life... The answer to the question of what is the meaning of life, the universe, and everything. Get into the rhythm, right? Oopsies. Of course, now I can't time my jumps right. The dream jumps, that is. You know that answer. Where was it from again? Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Yeah, I've heard. I've been suggested about the buffer the jump. I'm not entirely sure I'm gonna be pulling that off, but oopsies. Because some of these fails are me trying to do that. Just to be clear. I probably need to do a little bit of a diagonal on that one, actually. Just not that. Oopsies. Oh, that could have been worse. Oh no. Well. Whew. And then I hit that accidentally. But that was going pretty good. After looking it up, the buffer window is only 5 frames, making it more of a don't be afraid to press a button early situation rather than intentionally press it early. Gotcha. Okay. Okay. Oh, well, that happened. Let me take a... That's why you didn't know you could buffer it. Yeah, that seems like a little bit more... Like, that seems a little bit more in line with the type of thing where... I'm trying to find the right word here because it doesn't sound like advanced tech type of thing at that point. It's just going... You know, you've got a little bit of room. You don't have to be frame perfect. Now here's where you kind of have to dream grab. Yeah, that exactly. Once I got there, I'm like, oh, I should have done that, huh? Okay. Okay. Well, we had a pretty good rally going for a moment there. That went right into the wall. Dream grab just randomly appears without any tutorial on it being possible. Interesting. Yeah, I assume... I do trust that that it was correct saying like you can do it without that, like you don't have to know that to get through here, but as in it's not the intended solution. But so I do trust that bit of information. It's just going like, yeah, it's probably very helpful to know it by the time that you get here, though. Oh boy. Okay, that was not the direction I meant to take that, but I was still willing to make it, try to make it work. And I don't know how I saved that, but apparently I did. Dang it. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, I was very close on that, I felt like. Just some wall jumping basically there, yeah. Ah, dang it. First time viewer, really cool to watch someone experience this game for the first time. Hope you're enjoying it so far. I am. You know, I've always enjoyed a good platforming game, and this one being like an extra challenge is just... It gets a little frustrating at times, but it's also... It's a good frustrating? I don't know. It's hard to explain. But welcome on in, Starly Game. Hope you're having a good one. Doing a controller Celeste run for the first time. Diagonals are your enemy now too. See? See? It ain't just me! Shoot. Oh, okay, that went much... Oh dear. Yeah, no, this is not going the way I was expecting it to. Yeah, I needed to go through the diagonal and I panicked. That's my fault. That's not the game. You're surprised that you're able to transfer some skill despite barely playing anything on controller ever. Well, skill definitely does transfer between different setups, I would say. That makes sense. It just takes some adjustment. Oh, I don't want to put a number on that, Captain, honestly. Dang it. Okay. And then I died. Probably fewer, but I don't want to give like a hard number. Oh gosh. Please, please. I made it. I made it! Oh my gosh. It is frustrating but rewarding to overcome the challenge. Feel like you really feel your skill growth. Yeah! Welcome to getting over it. Yeah, apparently on the... Oh boy. You can't die to this room unless you retry. Good to know. Oh no. Yeah. Hot take, worst cassette room? Oh dear. Oh no. Oh no. Different things are difficult for different people, you know. So it could be very easy for somebody and then challenge someone else, you know, to the limit, so. Dang it. That timing did not work out for me there. Man. I felt like I had it for a second there. Like a good rhythm, that is. No. Yeah, this is very rhythm-based, I would say that. Missed that, for sure. Man, okay. Getting over it if it was a Celeste room. I mean, I get the sensation, but I'm also just going like, I'm pretty sure I would never, I've never felt super motivated to play getting over it. This feels doable, though it's just getting it right. And I moved over to the right too far on that. Again. Okay. You can go back all the way to the beginning if you get to the top. As far as getting over it, yeah. Yeah, that's why I'm going like the comparison makes sense. Just this feels like a small version of it, I guess. I don't know. Dang it. Yeah, definitely less extreme. Dang. I messed that up. And now I'm just double... I'm questioning myself. I'm double guessing myself on some of these maneuvers. You can almost go say hi to Oshiro again. Oh no. Oh no. I messed that up. I need to remember, like, the 1E and, 2E and, you know, on the, rhythm here. Nope. I moved way too far to the left on that. Bad timing. I start losing my rhythm towards the end there, and I'm not sure if it's just me or another issue that I'm like ignoring. Or another mechanic, that is, not an issue. Shoot. That was definitely not good timing. I started way too early on that, I think. Yep, that was rough there. Okay. Like, I'm getting there. But what am I missing here? Because I feel like I am missing something. If you haven't noticed yet, a cassette block doesn't appear again if you're inside the hitbox of the cassette block. So if a cassette block doesn't reappear, it means you gotta... Yeah. Yeah. That part I noticed. Other than that, it's just rhythm. Yeah. That's why I was like, I was too far left or too far right. I've noticed that it does delay that. Give a little advice? Sure. Am I perhaps too afraid about the cassette blocks disappearing on me, or... You think I take too much time in between dashes when getting the second crystal. Okay. That seems plausible, yeah. Oh, it was that close. Okay. Yep, I was definitely almost there. That was disappointing. Oopsies. That was just me slipping. Dang it. Okay. We do some cassette trolling. Oh my gosh. Okay. And then I dashed to the right instead of going straight up like I meant to. We need that third jump on the last stretch, indeed. Oh, I was trying to land on top of the cassette blocks and I got up there. The cursor controller gameplay, indeed. It's good to know it's not just me, though, like, whether it was, my controller in particular or what, you know. That is not the timing. And then I messed that up. Shoot. Well. Again, I was trying to get the timing to land on that, but this room is just suffering since you can't die in this room. Try getting 3 wall jumps at the top instead of going for the crystal off 2. There it goes. That third jump was necessary. Very necessary. That's a lot of deaths. Ow. But I'm not super worried about doing this deathless or anything like that, you know, just I would rather just complete it, you know? You still say that room sucks. It's not. Okay, it can be frustrating and I get where you're coming from. I kind of liked that room personally, but you know, be proud of your death count. I do remember that little tidbit, because it means you're learning. So, usually I go for about like 15 minutes more. I'm wondering how much I can actually get done of the next B-side at this. It's hard and annoying, but that's what makes it fun. Kinda, yeah. But the thing that kind of makes me you know, feel a little bit more like me, right? Because my Windows disconnected there for a second. Hopefully everything is coming through fine. Anyway, I have a soft spot, apparently. A soft spot in my heart for like rhythm-based things, you know, because I started out as like as a big DDR type of gameplay person, you know, playing DDR, playing like oh gosh, what's the name of it? Elite Beat Agents. Windows had some input to say about that. Apparently Windows didn't like that level. Dang, Kami really is old. Yeah, I'm old. I will be the first to admit I am old. See. At least doing the first checkpoint, that could be very doable, maybe. Ooh. Oh, I like that. I like that. Let's get funky to this one, just man. Okay. Ow. Don't care for the chapter much, but the music is a banger. It is! The Dust Bunnies aren't just floating, they're dancing. Oop. Okay, so I need to hang on to my dash, I think, there. Either that or I'm just, you know, killing all my momentum just in general right there. Which is very likely the case. Yeah. I'm going way too slow on that, I'm sure. Owie. You did this room blind once when you're doing 3B Golden? Nice! Owie. Kami, come on, we're gonna be late to the ghost party. No, not the ghost party. We can't miss it. We can't miss the ghost party. They know how to they know how to throw a party. Ow. Okay, but seriously, I feel we aren't even inside the party hub. Oh my gosh. I do feel like I'm doing something silly here, though, where I'm, like, messing up a little bit. Yeah, I probably need to grab my, my dash there. We gotta give battling credit this time. Yeah, for the pie. For help with the pie. Once again, I feel like I'm missing something obvious here. Or things aren't gonna be fine in 6B. Yeah, we want things to work out here. Ow. Oops. What you're doing works fine. Not the easiest strat, but totally fine except the last jump. Gotcha. I'm pretty sure it's not the easiest. It's just the one that crosses my mind where I'm looking at this. Owie. Yeah, the last jump is the killer here. Yeah, I'm not fully sure what to do here, honestly. Like, it's not... Now I'm overthinking it. Yeah, probably. It's not in... It's very common for me to overthink it. Small point in the right direction would be very much appreciated on this one. Just to be sure we get to at least the first checkpoint today. You can imagine Oshiro going totally crazy on the dance floor while one of the Dust Bunnies is singing. Oh gosh. Well, I just completely missed that jump, but I see what y'all are saying. The main melody of this track is what you imagine Dust Bunnies sound like? There we go. Okay, so we made it through the door. We're at least in the party venue, even if we're not at the party yet. The door trademark. As Astiv movie once joked, knock knock, who's there? The door. I did not aim that properly. Or at least the way that I wanted to. The door trademark who? Okay. Dang it. I just missed the grab there, I think. And I spent too much time hanging there. Gotta watch out for that time spent hanging out, right? Oopsies. When the stamina is running low and the shadows start to grow in the places that you... Okay, wrong game. Do you have a favorite chapter of the game so far? I'm gonna think about that for a second and I'll get back to you in like a couple minutes, because there have been a lot of really good chapters. like, I can't think of a moment that even if I may have been a little frustrated at that moment, you know, that it wasn't still fun, you know? So I'm going like, Like, if I had to pick one, it's like, okay, which moments did I suffer the most? You know, is the determining factor. Being frustrated is part of the game in the end, indeed. Gonna get going, got homework to home. Good luck on your homework. Please take care. Ow. It's hard to choose just one, yeah. Oh, Golden Ridge is really pretty. I like that. I like the design for that area. Definitely. Ow. Chapter 4 is probably the least beloved. You don't know why? Oopsies. That could have been worse. That could have been better, but it could have been worse. And then it was worse. Oopsies. That's my fault. I gotta have to... Well, if I'd have managed to land that, I'd have to be careful about my grip, but I guess, I guess I don't have to worry about it on that particular run anymore, because that run was dead. Wind can be pretty frustrating. I get that, at least. If we're talking average of all sides, probably Mirror Temple for just a summit. Yeah, I'd mistime that for sure. Yeah, I needed to go to the other side on that still. I was trying to see if I could skip having to use a little bit more grip strength there, but oopsies. B Golden still eludes, but 5 has really great rooms. 5B Golden a week ago. Got it pretty fast because you really enjoy 5B. 'And I certainly wish you luck on your next attempt on that Starly. Because definitely Golden seems like a big challenge, obviously, considering I've died like hundreds and hundreds of times on this game already. Owie. Owie. You know, I was about to make a joke about, like, who knew dust bunnies could be so dangerous, but then I remembered I of all people am allergic to dust. So, you know, or at least I have a very strong reaction to it, so. Not allergic as in, like, deathly so, but. I gotta be careful when I'm cleaning. The dust bunnies are truly deadly, at least in the game, right? Oopsies. That is a good question, actually. Well, I can't... Well, you can see my number, actually, now that I've paused it. I haven't even hit triple digits yet. But I'm not gonna feel too bad about that for a first playthrough, you know. You should get all the berries someday as well. That's gonna be a day probably very long off from now, but. '86 is great. You had a friend who got like 19. 19 for some of these is still pretty good, though. I'll say that. I mean, it's not good in the sense of like the cutscene that you get or anything, but you get what I'm saying. I hope, you know. This is a challenging game, you know. So going for the extra challenge is that's like icing, you know? Rather than the cake itself. Or pie, maybe we should say. Oh gosh. I made it! I made it! Okay. The pie is a lie. Oh gosh. Most berries are easier than a lot of the B-sides. Yeah, I don't know if this is the I don't know how close I am to, like, the first chapter division or whatever, if there is one for B. This is a party hub, indeed. We made it to a party hub. They're using the Dash Crystal as disco ball. That's right! There are like 2 more rooms after this one. Dude, how you feeling? Should I push for, should I push to get through this, this room, or do we call it for, dinner purposes? Because usually I end around now for dinner time and all. My call? Oh gosh. Well, I guess we'll be, seeing how this goes. I'm not quite sure how to time this just yet. I do know that I need that dash crystal up there. That dash refill. If you get through this room fast, then maybe, otherwise you can just end it. The hunger is a motivator, indeed. Oh gosh. Timing, wee, indeed. No. Dang it. Well, I got to the dash crystal, so there was that. Nope. That was a solid attempt. I was just winging it, honestly, on that one. Dang it. You're stealing the disco ball. Hey, it's my party now. It's my party now. Uh-oh. Look at me, I am the party captain now. Oh, Shira will take note of that. Yeah, I needed to land on that left side, probably. For that. Let's hope Oshira won't become a demon again. I can already guess he probably does. There we go. We're through that room. Maybe he'll let the disco ball robbery slide. We can only hope. Oh boy, that second chasm there is the thing that's gonna be the big problem, I think. I mean, first I have to get past these guys moving up and down the walls, but it's past that is the big question. You died there a lot first playthrough. Dang it. Yeah, that was not how that was supposed to go. Like, I have a much better mental image of how that's supposed to go than that actual execution there. They're guarding the disco balls now. Oh no, they're learning. Oh, my mistake. Oshiro's hiding bodyguards to avoid mental crash outs. Oh boy. Dang it. I probably should have just kept jumping there, but nah. I had to be careful about it. Nope. Yeah, that's the tricky part. Is figuring out, okay, get the dash crystal and then how to get past those things without the dashing. And it's probably me doing wall jumps again, but not the disco balls. Ah, I gotta kill this girl. Oopsies. Nope. Okay, we made it. That was panic. Panic.mp4 for a moment there. It's the transferring from the second section to the third. That's the hardest part of that room. Yeah. The silent lock-in. The silent panic on my part there. Last room before the checkpoint? Okay. They're now using key tokens as disco balls, thinking, perhaps erroneously, that those will be safer. They may be a little mistaken in that assumption. They're more climate friendly. Ah, that might be the case. That part might be the case. Oop. Dang it. Okay. Also, if you touch them, they become purple instead of disappearing. Yeah, true. True, they're recyclable that way. Oh dear. Nope. Holy crap. Okay, that was getting closer. That was getting closer to what needed to be done there. Oh no. Yeah, I just messed that up entirely. Maybe I should go for the upper one first. I'm not sure. Of course, my timing is just not working out at the moment. Nope. But you can really do any order. Yeah, I was just going like, what makes more sense to me? You know, trying to work out what works for me here. And it's not that. And then I missed my pogo there. Yeah, that was just bad timing. It's always what feels good for you. Some people have slightly different approaches to the search section in Chapter 5. Oh dear. I should not have spent my dash to do that. That was just bad directional there. Trying anything just to see if the weird thing works, right? Sometimes you just gotta do that, right? That was just bad timing, that one, though. Random stuff go, right? Exactly. You know how it is. Oh no. Feathers are so nice on a joystick, right? Feathers work so smoothly. I was honestly surprised when people were saying, like, I immediately got the feathers, and I'm like, that it didn't seem that hard to me, but I guess in the sense that keyboard directionals would be a lot more, oh gosh, like north, south, east, west, and not really allowing as easily for northwest, southwest, you know, all that. Dang it. It's much different. It's very stiff. Gotcha. Yeah, they're very... They feel pretty smooth to me on joystick. I still wind up dying a lot with them, but, you know. There's a significant difference in the reasons why you die, I guess. This is just me trying to stay alive as long as possible on that one while I was trying to figure out my route. Okay, it's cool having played on both keyboard and controller. There's lots of pros and cons to either. I'm sure diagonals are a lot easier on, for like diagonal, dream block situations. You know, it's a lot easier to just go like, oh yeah, just hit up and right or up and left or but you know but Feathers really kind of felt like they were designed to be done with a controller, if that makes sense. Oh dear. Okay, hold on. Nope. The timing was not right. And I did that horribly, unfortunately. That was pretty close. That was pretty close. And then I messed that up. So now we're back to 3 steps forward, 1 step forward, 3 steps back at the moment, unfortunately, but actually go for this one first. Dang it. The fabled Kami waltz, yeah, right? Dang. Oopsies. That was me over adjusting there. Okay, let's take a moment to think about this. Because right now I'm just like, not quite random stuff go. Right now I'm kind of going like, just kind of going, okay, what am I feeling is the run right now, if that makes sense, you know? Like, okay, here's where the platform is. Let's go for that right now. That type of feeling, you know? Why did I jump? Why did I jump right then? Over-adjusting in golden runs feels so painful, especially if it's near the end. Yeah, the gut feeling, trademark, right? Oop. And I just had bad timing on that. That was how that happened. Oopsies. Just go with it. Just go with how it feels. That type of situation. That could have been so much better or so much worse. They gotta trademark everything these days. Yeah, that timing was just rough on that. Okay. I missed my platform. Okay. I guess I jumped a little too far away from the wall on that one. Stamina running out is just imminent button spam and hope you survive. Yeah, no lie detected on that, honestly. Oopsies. Yeah, we might be actually skipping the checkpoint for this one. Because I don't want to go usually don't want to go too far over like a half hour late for ending. And we did actually start a little bit earlier today than I had been stuck doing for quite some time, so. So today's like an extra special long stream type of situation. No, I missed it. You should do your old strat again to just perfect the end. Oopsies. Well, we're gonna at least get some practice in on this room. We're gonna have to go through everything again, probably, but because missing the checkpoint, but still. No. Oh, well, I came back, but she came back, and then I died, but you know. I actually grabbed the wall, which was more than I could say the previous attempt. Oh, don't. Dang it. Hold on. You can jump off from the last token and grab onto the wall that's left from the block that's blocking the way. If you save and quit instead of returning the map, it puts you back in this room. Oh, true. Well, we're... Even knowing that, we're gonna... If we clear it right now, then we clear it right now. If not, then we don't. If that makes sense. Oh gosh. I'm just kind of going like, it is what it is, you know, like trying not to put too much pressure on myself time-wise right now. Even knowing we're probably going to be ending off in like just a couple minutes here. Because time pressure is never good for me. Oop. No. It's pressure enough trying not to die in here. In this room. With all the dust bunnies. Dang it. Never knew about the save and quit feature being a thing, so you had to do a lot of a chapter 9 checkpoint again. Ooh. Yeah. Imagine doing this on time, deathless, and with someone distracted. Oh no. Oh no, that would... Okay, now, folks expect people to rage during a rage game or a difficult game in general. You know, usually the game itself doesn't get me there. That would absolutely get me there. That would be rage central. I mistimed that. That was a tight window for that. Dang it. You get so upset when you're locked in and then someone just starts talking to you for some reason. Oh boy, yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure we're gonna be getting this in like the next 2 minutes, but we're gonna give it our best go, you know? That dust bunny is always where I don't want it to be, right? Dang it. And see, this is the other matter of timing. Oh, well, I guess now that I'm there, I might as well go for it, although I missed my platform at the end there. Ow. Oh yeah, that section is definitely the easier part of this room. No disagreement there. In a way, that's kind of why I'm leaving it for last, if that makes sense. But it probably makes it more difficult to do it last. I don't know. I bumped into the bottom of a ceiling there. Oof. Yeah, okay. So, give it like two more tries here. That one doesn't count. Because I just completely flubbed it. And then we'll probably call it for today. we'll do the save and quit thing. Oop. Dang it. It does get harder because you have to go back to get it here, which makes it harder, so it's kind of depending on how you see it. True. So maybe I should be going for it a little sooner. I know I said 1 or 2, and here we are in attempt like 3 and 4. But we'll call it on that one, I think, before things get a little too overwhelming here. But thank you all for being here today. I'm glad you all can make it out. I know I've been off for quite some time. You know, I've been away since, gosh, what was it? Monday of last week? With various things going on. But, I'll get it first thing Friday, right? But there will be more to do on Friday, so that's the good thing, because usually when, I run into this type of thing, it's going, hey, we're like there right at the end, and then there's nothing else and I have to switch to another game. Well, that shouldn't be the case here, thankfully. But thank you all for coming out. Please take care of yourselves. I hope you have a good rest of your week. I hope to see you on Friday around the same time. And take care. Bye!